Ah, good evening, fellow cinephile. Welcome to the celebration of the art of cinema, where I, Sir Edmund de Fontington Smythe, regale you with the pioneering works within the medium of filmmaking. For today's episode, I present to you a landmark achievement within the art of cinema, featuring a chameleonic performance from one Vincent Diesel. I give you Fast and Furious, the 9th.
About the wild missions we've been on. We've taken out planes, trains, tanks. I'm not going to even think about the submarine. And now we got cars flying in the air? Who is he?
Jakob is Dom's brother.
Been a long time, Dom. Little brother. You always say never turn your back on family. But you turned your back on me.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, well, fasten your seatbelts, rev up those engines, and don't forget to punch your physics professor square in the face because a brand new adventure with cinema's craziest family has finally arrived with Fast and Furious 9. Dom and Letty have decided to distance themselves from their previous wheel-spinning lives and settle down to raise Dom's son, Brian. However, this plan is soon upended when Dom's brother Jakob steps onto the scene, seemingly working alongside Cipher from the last film with the aim of world domination. There is no point in me trying to weave this review to make you think that somehow in this 9th installment they have completely revitalized the franchise yet again. Honestly, if you haven't been a fan of this series ever since Fast 5 basically rejuvenated this entire franchise by focusing more on high-octane action than opposed to just street racing, then this won't win you over. I mean, with every installment since Fast 5, the cast and crew have continually raised the bar on what is actually possible. From dragging a safe through the streets of Rio de Janeiro, to chasing a cargo plane on a seemingly never-ending runway, jumping from skyscraper to skyscraper in a car, all the way to Dwayne Johnson shoving a torpedo out of the way like it was nothing. Fast and Furious 9 goes beyond pushing the limits of what this franchise has done so far, but it revels in how totally ridiculous it is being. Director Justin Lin returns to the franchise, takes us on a globe-trotting adventure, but wherever he goes, carnage seems to follow in his wake. I mean, the set pieces play out like they were conceived by a toddler with ADD, hopped up on sugar, and just handed a real-life Hot Wheels set. Now, if you are someone who in the past has nitpicked these films for not obeying any sense of logic, then you're probably going to internally combust when you watch this film. Honestly, don't bother buying a ticket. Because at this point, the films have set a precedent that they aren't there to provide realistic action sequences. These films live for the absurd, the insanity. It's not that they're not obeying the laws of physics. They are choosing to deliberately ignore them. And if that's something that's going to grind your gears, there's no point you wasting your time with this film. But realistically, if you have enjoyed the more recent entries, then odds are you're going to end up getting a real kick out of this one. It's more of the same. You've got cars being plucked out of the sky, human beings surviving the impossible. And yes, without giving too much away, the rumors are true, we do go to space, and it is as stupid as it sounds. But, action aside, there is still a story to tell, albeit one that no one in the cast and crew gives two shits about. Besides Vin Diesel, I feel like he is the only one on set that takes it seriously. And I also think that he actually believes that the character of Dominic Toretto is God. Not a god, the god. But yeah, I mean, the story here is bogus. In the last film, Cipher uses a Toretto to steal some equipment to get her hands on some dangerous warheads that will leave the fate of the world in the palm of her hand. And in this film, Cipher uses a Toretto to steal some equipment that will get her hands on some dangerous tech that will leave the fate of the... Yeah, you get the gist. Truth be told, though, at that point, by the time the action sequences died down and they do decide to focus on the plot, your brain will have probably melted out of your ear, so it shouldn't be too much of an inconvenience. Now, one aspect that I was hoping would kind of work out, but didn't, was John Cena as Jakob. Now, without Dwayne Johnson, who was a huge factor in giving this entire franchise a new leash on life, it left some pretty big boots to fill. And judging from the trailers, Cena kind of looked like he was going to fit the bill. Unfortunately, he's saddled with a generic, disgruntled younger brother angle, and there is nothing compelling about his character or his relationship with Dom, and I don't think that his performance was that fantastic either. As for some of the others, Tyrese, Gibson and Ludacris are doing their usual stick. Tyrese, again, is very much the voice of the audience, directly commenting on just how utterly insane what they're doing and how they're able to pull it off actually is. Nathalie Emmanuel also gets a few moments to shine, which is cool because I think she's a really, really good actress, and I like the fact that they're utilizing her a bit more. Michelle Rodriguez, still pretty wooden, but she's capable in the action scenes, and realistically that's kind of all her character is needed for in this film. And Kang is back from the dead playing Han. Do they explain how he survived? Kinda. Does it make any sense? No. Look, I'd be an idiot if I sat here and picked this film apart like I would say for Nomadland. The aim of a Fast and Furious film, in my eyes, is to provide a couple of hours of entertainment, and Fast and Furious 9 certainly achieves that. It's entirely self-aware of every leap that it takes, and perhaps more than anything, it was just awesome to watch a gigantic, explosive blockbuster on the big screen for like the first time in what feels like ages. Grab a drink, stuff your face silly with popcorn, and laugh like a hyena as Vin Diesel rope swings a car across mountains. So I'm gonna give Fast and Furious 9 an 8.5 out of 10. Anyway guys, those were my thoughts on Fast and Furious 9. Let me know, have you had a chance to see the film yet? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And my question to you, I want to know, what would you like to see the Fast and Furious family do next? Where would you like to see them go? They've been to space now. I wouldn't mind seeing them exploring the depths of the ocean. Why not? They've gone all the way up. Let's go all the way down. But as always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.